Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Well, imagine this scenario. Imagine that you and your family, let's say a man, a woman, and three children, let's say, you live in a house, and at one point, one of your children does something that not supposed to. He or she is not supposed to. And then you and your wife try to figure out what would be the appropriate method of disciplining the child, to make the child change his behavior. So there could be a punishment. And you try to determine with your wife, being your family. But all of a sudden, your neighbor knocks at your door and he comes in and he tells you and your wife, hey guys, I heard that little Tommy did something that he was not supposed to. I think he would be punished. He should be punished like this. And he provides you with a method of discipline that you should apply. You look at him and say, you're not even part of a family. Get out. Well, this is exactly what I want to talk about today with the International Criminal Court, Hague, right? And Hague, United States. So United States is the neighbor. The International Court is us, the family, discussing someone did something. In this case, let's say Russia did something, right? There are allegations, not allegations, there are facts that there were some crimes committed in Kiev, in the neighborhood, or however you want to call that, next to Kiev. Now, I refused to discuss military tactics because I hear mostly one side of the story, and that's always one-sided. I can't really hear the other one. When I hear the other one, it's like the other one. And I don't want to use anything because I don't know. They're all lying. So I'm not going to speculate and make predictions on lies. I want to see things that are already settled, and then I can analyze them and I can discuss. Instead of just saying, hey, war crimes over there, they did it. Nobody knows yet. These guys claim that guys did it. These guys claim, no, it wasn't us. You did it to, I don't know, provoke us or whatever. I'm not going to go into that. I'm all for investigating. Investigating and should be a balanced, what do I mean by balanced? Not only one side investigation. Invite everybody, impartial if you want, impartial investigation. And let them have access to all the evidence, all the testimonies, and the context and all that, and they determine who did what. And that person or that entity, that whatever, should pay. That is the way we, by Roman law, conduct ourselves. All right? We don't punish collectively like the Old Testament. We're not like that. We have the Roman law. Okay? The Roman law is different. Now, we have here, obviously, this something happened, and obviously the evidence is some people point at these guys, other people point at that guys. We don't know yet. Why? Because there's no investigation conducted, no determination on the outcome of the investigation. That's it. So we have here, but you have people that already point fingers and call people names without even determining who were the perpetrators. Well, you can assess that person might have done it, but you have to prove. You have to prove, no, in a court of law. Otherwise, anybody can say whatever, right? And then we go by what I just said. So we have here the week, John Martis, April 4th, 2022, why the US can't lead on punishing Russia's war crimes. Already, war crimes is determined that Russia already committed it. It's not alleged war crimes. That's how it should have been done, because it hasn't been determined that Russia perpetrated war crimes. But nevertheless, this person is either has an agenda, or he's just, you know what I mean. But anyway, let's go here. Vladimir Putin is a war criminal. That's the first sentence. Okay, that's not a strict legal judgment. Okay, good. Not yet, at least. Okay, you could have pushed the at least. Not yet. But the evidence keeps growing. All right, good. Let's see the evidence. I'm okay with that. I mean, we should all be okay with that. That's in a suburb of Bucha. Bucha. That's how I pronounce it. You know what I mean, in Kiev suburb. And now we have the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, who said, this is genocide. Okay, well, if that's genocide, then you would agree, Zelensky, being such a intelligent person and objective, that it was genocide what your army and your Azov battalions perpetrated in East Ukraine, your country that you presided over, right? Yeah, no, that's different. That's different. All right, so we go here that it says that outside observers are calling for prosecutions. Good, investigate. And I mentioned this case, this name, Carla Del Ponte, a former war crimes prosecutor. She was involved in Yugoslavia, prosecutor over there. So you know what's going on. Who's she? Over the weekend called for authority to issue an international arrest warrant against Putin. Based on what? Anyway, that would probably be fine with the United States. President Biden has also called the Russian leader a war criminal. I can call whomever, whatever. How about the fact checkers? Has that been proven? No, it's an assessment. It's an allegation. All right, and you're going to investigate it. Accusation has to be proven. You can just accuse someone and that's it. You have to have some probable cause. Well, you can say that, but Putin is the one. If we go by that, any crime that occurred in Vietnam, My Lai massacre, then the president of those times should be a war criminal, wouldn't he? I didn't hear him being prosecuted anyway. So he's and then a war criminal, says Biden. But we forgive Biden because he is forgivable. And he says here, as when an alleged crime, Blinken said, Blinken seems more balanced, surprisingly, said in an official statement, a court of law with jurisdiction over the crime is ultimately responsible for determining criminal guilt in specific cases. Blinken was normal here. No medal for him or anything, awards. He was normal. Good. That should be it. And then it says here that the U.S., though, is ill-positioned to help bring out that justice, not without cloaking itself in immense hypocrisy at any rate. The article seems to be a little bit off now. What are we doing? So American leaders have spent the last 2 decades undermining the International Criminal Court, which prosecutes war crimes, genocide, and other crimes against humanity. The U.S. has, under intimidation, sanctions, and the heft of its hegemonic power, to guarantee that none of its soldiers or officials will ever be brought before the court, no matter how deserving that might be. So the United States said, you know what, our soldiers will not be brought in front of the International Criminal Court because we say so, and because we got a big this, and we got a big this, and big those. So sue me, basically. And then everybody was like, okay, we went just. But they were the big callers, the neighbor. Hey, you got to punish your kid, the way I say. What about you? Can I come to your house and punish your kids or suggest that they should be punished in the way I want them to be punished? Man. All right, so the United States is the #1 advocate of international criminal justice for others. Princeton University Richard Falk wrote in 2012. Oh, that's 10 years ago. That's ancient time. This guy might be arrested now for saying that. Ooh, you got him in trouble, I think. What's your name? Joel Mathis, you got him in trouble. They're going to look for him. It's a no-no nowadays to say that. But the U.S. also holds itself self-righteously aloof from accountability. Yeah, I think so. And now we present a short history, which I think is very revealing, very clear, very concise, beautiful. A short history. The U.S. under President Bill Clinton was initially a signatory to the treaty that created the court. So he instituted it. He was part of a family. We do so to reaffirm our strong support for international accountability and for bringing to justice perpetrators of genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. Clinton said on his way out in 2000. In 1999, he was the Serbs, right? Yugoslavia, remember? And there were some dubious incidents, let's put it that way, nicely. But when he gets out, oh, now guys, the hell with you. Yeah, prosecute everybody, but me, I'm out. Ciao, see ya. Hasta la vista. Yeah. So he said here, we do so as well because we wish to remain engaged in making the ICC, International Criminal Court, an instrument of impartial and effective justice in the years to come. Yeah, they want to prosecute Milosevic at that time. That's why he was so benevolent about the ICC court. ICC. That didn't happen. The treaty was never submitted to Congress. So they were bypassing it. So, and in 2002, President George W. Bush, you know, that guy who was already contemplating an invasion of Iraq, he did it on false pretense, unsigned the treaty, saying the U.S. would not submit to the ICC's jurisdiction or submit to its orders. But the U.S. didn't just go absent from the treaty. Later that year, Bush signed the American Service Members Protection Act, which made it illegal for U.S. authorities to cooperate with the court in any way, and which authorized all means necessary and appropriate to rescue any American or allied official from the court's clutches. Even if it came to that, Human Rights Watch dubbed the law the Hague Invasion Act. So that means if you have let's say an American soldier commits a war crime, yes, they commit that. They committed. They will commit in the future. They're humans. If that guy gets caught, now this guy send a commando or Green Berets or whatever, Navy SEALs, whatever they send, to rescue that guy, kill some people in the process, save their alleged criminal, and bring him here. And maybe they prosecute him, maybe not. I don't know about that one. But anyway, that's what that means. All means necessary. Remember Malcolm X, by all means necessary. That means everything. Yeah, those are our friends right here. So we go further and says here, there has been plenty to investigate. The ICC's existence has coincided almost precisely with America's forever war era. During the last 20 years, the U.S. has launched an unprovoked war of aggression. Oh my God, Joel, you get in trouble. You're going to be fired. You're fired. Against Iraq, tortured prisoners at Abu Ghraib, Guantanamo Bay, and black sites around Europe, bombed civilians in Syria, and committed countless other acts worthy of scrutiny. Yes, accountability has been rare. Gina Haspel ordered the destruction of evidence. Haspel ordered the destruction of evidence of torture, and then was named CIA director. Yes, promoted. That's how you do. That tells you when someone gets promoted, he's got some liquid substance of color red on his hand, right? Like Putin, someone said, right? He's got blood on his head. Oh no, Zelensky said that whoever doesn't help Ukraine's effort got blood on his hands. I can't remember the person he was mentioning, but nevertheless. So it says opponents of the ICC have claimed the institution interferes with American sovereignty, but not with other countries' sovereignties, and that the ICC's trial process has insufficient protections for the accused, but not in the Americans. The Americans, no, everybody else should be brought forth, but not the Americans. Note that this justifies Putin actions, of course. That's not right. Let me see if I got that. No, so that's it. Putin can be prosecuted because he doesn't have, like the American presidents or whatever. So this is the club that says that they are the free people, free countries, and all that. So prosecute the war criminals, that's for sure. Have an impartial trial, get the facts, get the evidence, testimonies, everything you need to do, bring it forth, discuss it, interrogate, whatever needs to be done, find out, make a determination, and dispense justice. That's how it should be done. And no one should be above the law, including the past presidents or other people who committed crimes. Nobody. And you can't be hypocritical in saying, oh, you should be brought forth in front of the court, but not me or my son. No. Otherwise, I'm not going to listen to you. But this is the world we live in. We got to make it better, though. I don't know how, but I know how, or how I think we could, but not on YouTube. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you. Bye.